Alrighty, just so you know, I will be looking at my laptop to reference the questions, but we'll start with number 1. My name is Anastasia Veneziano. I like to be called Stasha. That's usually what my name is on the rosters anyway. I don't like to say I'm really from anywhere because I'm a military brat, so when I was growing up, I moved everywhere like every year. We finally landed in Kansas City at one point, and that's why I went to K-State. So I'm actually in Manhattan right now just due to Block C and everything. There was just a conflict with the schedule, so they're nice enough to let me take the online course. When I was looking over the course objectives, something that really interests me is actually diving into analyzing children's literature and what it means. We don't understand the implications like some of these books will have on children, so by analyzing the text and actually trying to figure out what it's about, we can kind of help pave that way for certain lessons for kids. The first story I remember as a kid was Goodnight Moon. My mom used to read it to me every single night. I think it was just important because, it was my mom and she read it to me all the time, and that was just a really good bonding experience, so it was the very first story I remember. That's a book that I have not analyzed yet or really looked back over just because it was so long ago when I was a kid. So when I was listening to your suggestions about the book, I found 2 that I think are similar. So you said something about being selfish or men being selfish, which I agree. I think one of the parts is how humans are selfish, and I think in a way it's how humans are selfish towards nature. If you look through the book, the tree is very nurturing and, gives him the apple. He's very nice. And man I think that represents man kind of like taking what the earth has provided, like the vegetables, animals, all that things. And then as it goes on, he carves into the tree gets torn down, he doesn't care. The tree falls down and he just doesn't care anymore. Until the very end when he just kind of sits on the stump and, looks back on something that was so meaningful to him. So that kind of, for me, describes how man can just destroy nature in the way that it does now, forgetting all the stuff that it's provided us. But that's what I think is the most suggestive in that area. I think the tree is very happy. I think it's neutral, actually. I don't think it's happy. I think it's serving the purpose that it was given. So it's almost neutral, like it's just fulfilling what it was meant to do. Obviously, as throughout the book, I think it still just stays neutral, never really gets sad. It just, comes back to, but I'm here to take care of you kind of thing. But that's my thought on the Giving Tree.